Hello everyone, I'm Angus from that Eurovision site, and the second band I'll be talking to is LPS from Slovenia. First of all, how are you all?
We're great.
Thank you.
That's great to hear.
Yes.
So, you were a prom recently actually, that's why you couldn't make it
Yes.
to the thing. So, did you have a good time?
Yes, it was great. Zala was actually in France, but the rest of us were at prom. Those two didn't have it last year because of COVID reasons, but me and Gasper had it this year, and they were also invited because they didn't have it last year. So it was a great experience, it was fun, it was great music and dancing, so it was great.
Awesome. So, you had a long road getting to here. You went all the way through AMA Fresh, and then you had to win AMA as well. What was that entire experience like?
Yeah, it was totally new to us, just performing on TV, which is something we've never done before. So that was all of the spotlights and all of the cameras were like the biggest scare for us. But after the first few rehearsals, we got the hang of it, and then it was just. We were there when we went from Emma Fresh to Emma. We just achieved everything we wanted to, so it was a fun experience, and of course winning was awesome as well.
Yeah, every time we heard the results, LPS going forward, we were like, this is surreal, we can't believe this. And but yeah, we had more rehearsals, we became very comfortable on stage, so it was great.
That's amazing. So, I always love to ask what people's musical influences are, or your favorite bands if you can't pick one. So, yeah, what are your musical influences? Let's start with you.
Mostly blues, rock, and maybe some indie metal. Depends on the mood.
Mostly Lawrence band and Spanish singer Andrea Motis.
Yeah, I have mostly jazz roots, but also some rock and roll like AC/DC.
I listen to all types of music, but also one of my favorite bands is Lawrence. They also create this funky type of music we like to create. So yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say ABBA, but I love jazz too, so kind of everything.
All great answers. Especially with the, 5 people is already a sizable band nowadays. So I was wondering, what's your songwriting process like?
Well, one of us usually starts the song or comes up with chords or lyrics or something, and then we usually get together, start playing, start messing around, thinking of what the song could look like in the end, and then we usually make it and then change it a bit during the time we listen to it and come back to the music room where we practice. So one of us usually starts it, but everyone contributes, we finish it together so that we get everyone's opinion. Because we are, like you just heard, we listen to different types of music, so we like to get everyone involved, so everyone is cool with the music we're making.
Awesome. You're bringing the Slovenian language back to Eurovision for the first time in what I believe is quite a couple of years. So, did you do that on purpose, or do you just like to write in Slovenian? And how does it feel to be representing your home country with your home language?
Well, this song was not written for the EMA or Eurovision, so we didn't do Slovenian language on purpose, but we try to write more and more songs in Slovenian as we get better in writing songs in Slovenian. But yeah, after we won, everybody was asking us, will you change it to English? And we think that it should stay in Slovenian because we're representing our country. And I think this is just like one more thing that represents us, and we're very proud of it, so we will keep it in Slovenian.
Definitely, and I love how the language sounds, especially how you're singing it. It works really well. Sorry, I'm a bit scatterbrained sometimes. So LPS stands for Last Pizza Slice, which is a very interesting band name. What's the story behind that?
Well, we had a different name at the start, but it was still LPS. So we really like the sound of that. So we just got together at one point. We were thinking, what could LPS really stand for? Because we didn't like the last name that much. It was in Slovenian as well. So I think Giga suggested the name Last Pizza Slice, and we all just kind of laughed, didn't think much of it. And then after a few days, we were like, yeah, that would be a cool name, and we stuck with it.
Excellent. Better story than some other bands, right?
Came up with the abbreviation.
So, Of course, it's also a Eurovision event, so and you're for Eurovision here, so I have to ask some Eurovision questions. Have you been listening to any of the other entries for this year, and what are your favorites?
My personal favorites are Italy, Greece, and Switzerland.
My favorite is Lithuania.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same, and Switzerland as well.
Me too.
Yeah, Lithuania is great this year.
Yeah, Lithuania is just, it's such a great entrance. Definitely love it as well. So, before I let you all go, because it's busy here and you have a lot to do and also performance to prepare for, do you have any message that you want to send out to us, something that you want people to know or to tell people?
We would probably like to express our gratitude for supporting us, for playing our music and enjoying our music, which is the most important thing. The result really doesn't matter. It's just whether the fans like it or not. And so far they love it, and we love the whole experience. So thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
Thank you.
Bye.